you're going shopping for S.O.S. or chip beef gravy, dry beef, this is what you're looking for. Go to the grocery store and go to where you get the tuna fish, little cans of tuna fish, and look up, and you'll probably find your dried beef. We're going to do S.O.S. And we have to start out with a roux. How you make a roux is you got to start with half a cup of fat. My choice of fat is butter. You can use Crisco oil, vegetable oil. You can use bacon grease. But for this application, I prefer good old butter. Oh, and by the way, when I do gravy, I like to do it in stainless steel instead of cast iron. I don't know, cast iron gives the gravy a metally taste or something. And I'm not too crazy about that after taste. So I use stainless steel, but stainless steel, as long as you don't have plastic handles, can take a beating. Like a cast iron. The only thing is stainless steel can dent, so you want to be careful bumping into it and stuff. And then this dried beef is already salty. Very, very salty. And so it might be at the salt level you prefer already. So give it a taste before you salt it. If you've never made this before. Now, when you make a roux, what we're going to do is, okay, we're going to put enough flour. That's a half a cup of butter. This is a half a cup of flour. And we stir this up to get your butter flowing. I didn't contemplate on this. Here we go. Now, you want your heat on medium low to medium. You don't want it really, really high for this. And the longer it stays on the heat, the longer you stir, the darker your roux will become. Become a blonde color, and it'll become, a chocolatey brown. Go to a dark brown. However dark you want your roux to be. Now what I do is I just use one can of this dried beef because it's just me. And what I do is I cut it. That's about as dark as I want my roux to be. So I start adding the milk. you might be adding up to 2 cups of milk. It depends. Now, when you start this, don't stop stirring it. I mean, you can stop to, like, grab the milk out of the refrigerator or something. But then get right back to stirring. Now this is where I like to put my, add my black pepper to it. I love black pepper. And you know what? Everybody I know likes black pepper. And it's exotic because most black pepper is from India. Okay, you see how that's starting to darken? Picking up just a little bit. That's what you want. Okay. These jars, as the dried beef comes in handy. What I've done, what I do with those jars, see, I like my syrup, my maple syrup hot when I have pancakes or French toast or waffles or something. So I'll fill that full of maple syrup. Let me get my coffee, my Keurig going. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now this is getting thicker. Yeah, my Keurig, I want coffee with, this is for breakfast this morning. My mom used to make this, and it was real good. That one over as kids was really good. She wouldn't make it as often as like I would, but now it's just about done. Now, my suggestion, it's just a suggestion. When you toast your bread, don't butter it. I don't, because I like it to stay firm. And there's enough butter in this gravy to give you that buttery flavor. You see, this doesn't take very long at all. And voila. Chip beef gravy over toast. Or in other words, S.O.S. So, what a good breakfast, huh?